Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt. Hey, Mean Matt here, and welcome to another NXT Takeover review. And that was a really good show, and it's interesting because it wasn't a part of a WWE weekend. So basically, NXT Takeover was its own thing. So it was a good show. I really enjoyed it, and a lot of really good matches that I thought were the best, in my opinion. I mean, NXT delivers for the most part. Well, I shouldn't even say that. It was a good show that I expected it to be that way, and yeah, there it is. So I had the NXT North American Championship with Dijakovic and Keith Lee. And this match was pretty awesome. It's one of those things where you see the irresistible force meeting the movable object or unmovable object or whatever that is. So, yeah, this match was awesome. You know, Keith Lee did a power bomb. Yeah, he did plenty of power bombs actually. And the first one, Keith actually did that, and Dominic landed on his feet. So there was a lot of really good offense from him as well. You know, I think that this match was definitely one of the best matches of the night, you know, bar none. But, you know, Keith retained the title, and in an act of sportsmanship helped Dominic up to his feet, and they shook hands, and Keith Lee actually helped him up onto the turnbuckle, and so that was pretty cool. You know, I think that this was kind of due to the Ring of Honor days, and I know that those two guys had some feuds elsewhere, but, you know, this act was pretty cool, you know, and it's probably what we're missing in WWE. It's just sportsmanship, you know. You got two guys that are basically, I think the biggest part of it too was their faces. So I mean, you've got those guys and they're out there, and it is what it is, and I think it's awesome. We've got the street fight with Tegan Nox versus Dakota Kai, and holy shit. So Tegan Nox, she's onto the ramp, and she doesn't even make her way down the aisle, and Dakota Kai ambushes her from behind and basically gets her into the ring when the match starts. So yeah, you know, the women matches are definitely very good in my opinion. You know, this one was no exception. You know, Dakota Kai basically starting the match off really strong, and then Tegan was at her own offense. You know, very hard hitting too. I mean, Tegan hit her head in the steps, and you know, but basically was power bombed onto the apron, and this was really cool just to see how far they went. You know, they did outside action, and basically Tegan beat the shit out of Dakota, attacking with the knee area, and that was pretty cool too. She got a chain and wrapped it around herself and just started wailing on Dakota's knee. But this chick, I can't remember her name, I call her Massive Zelina. So her name's Raquel Gonzalez, actually, and she helped out Dakota Kai win the match. And so this was actually an interesting way to do things, and I think that those two are going to be a team for a while, and I don't think that Tegan and Dakota are finished the feud just yet, so a very good start though. I think this was an awesome match. You've got Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano, and it was basically a very good back and forth as well. I think that Johnny Gargano using the tables on the outside were awesome. You had Johnny replicate what Finn did to him when Finn turned heel with the whole running and the flying drop kick out to the apron, but the apron didn't actually collapse, so there's that. It was actually one of the best offenses too. I really enjoyed this match. I think that I don't even know what the feud. Well, actually, we'll find out at the end of the night that I believe the feud is over now. But yeah, Johnny Gargano basically lost this match to Finn, and yeah, I really think this was a good match because it really told the story throughout when it started. I guess that's how I can put it. And so there it is. And I think we'll see what happens with Finn, but we'll talk about Johnny in a second. You had the NXT Women's Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Yeah, I really thought this was a good match too. I think that they made the right call in having Rhea retain. I mean, Bianca definitely got a good offense, but I just don't really see her as the champion just yet. She's been around for a while now, and yeah, we mentioned all the achievements at the prediction show. But I just think that this is going to be something that will be in the future. So the match ends, and Rhea stands tall. She's got the belt in the air, and celebrating. All of a sudden, Charlotte Flair comes out from the back and beats her up and picks the mic up and says, "Yeah, we're gonna wrestle at WrestleMania," which I pretty much knew was gonna fucking happen. So, and then she takes another shot at Rhea. So it will be Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for the NXT Championship for the first time at WrestleMania, I might add. So I don't know what's going on for Takeover, but we'll see when it gets there. We got the Broserweights versus Red Dragon for the titles. The Broserweights won the Dusty Classic, so they come out in the whatever mobile that is, and they got the trophy in the back. Got Matt Riddle doing the whole woodchuck rhymy thing. And then this was another really good hard-hitting match. I mean, the Broserweights definitely proved themselves as a legit take team, and Red Dragon, as always, being an awesome take team as well. And yeah, it was a really good match. It had a lot of hard hitting, and Matt Riddle didn't have any knee pads or elbow pads, so there's that. I thought that was pretty cool. Just one of those things where we'll see where this goes, but nonetheless, Broserweights are the new take champions, and think that's awesome. So we'll see where they go in the future. And yeah, I think that they made the right call. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, now that Roderick Strong doesn't have the North American title, and now you have the Red Dragon that doesn't have the take title, so it's up to Adam Cole now, I guess. Speaking of which, the main event, Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa, NXT title. Basically, you can call this night the Ring of Honor reunion show in some way. These two guys go way back, and this was pretty cool. Outsider interference at one point. Adam had thrown, or power bombed. I can't remember which one it was. Tommaso onto the announce table. It was power bombed actually, and that hurt Tommaso's neck. Of course, we know what he went through with his neck surgery, so Tommaso definitely got his into. And this was a really good fight, if you will. When they're still wrestling, and outside interference from Roderick Strong, and I believe Red Dragon came out. And then, so there's that. Johnny Gargano is seen coming out on the outside, on the other side of the ring. And Adam Cole has the belt, and Johnny grabs the belt from Adam. So there's that. And then, of course, Tommaso looks at Johnny, and somehow, don't know why, but Johnny decks him with the belt. Why are we doing a heel turn? Why are we doing a heel turn with Johnny Gargano? Like, this to me doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, you have to understand that just because Tommaso's a face now doesn't mean that Johnny Gargano should be a heel. That makes no fucking sense. Because let's face it, let's look at what happened a few months ago. Now, I mean, I know that Johnny Gargano had his thing where he lost the NXT Championship and he was all wacky and whatever, and Candice tried to help him out, but this is just stupid. I don't know why they did this. I really don't. I wish that it would have ended differently, because we all know that DIY got back together for a match. You had Johnny come out at ringside, no less, with the DIY shirt. Does Johnny Gargano want a championship match with Adam Cole? Is that what's going on? Because that wasn't the way to do things, you know? I think that was just fucking stupid. I mean, it was just, yeah, I don't get it. And, you know, after that, Adam does the Panama Sunrise and wins the match, and basically that's it. Johnny walks back to the gorilla, and it's just dumb. I just don't understand it. I mean, it was a very good match. The ending, I just don't fucking get it. I think that these two individuals should have never did that. They should have never had Johnny turn heel. Because what next? I mean, Tommaso's not the champion, so what next? Yeah, on the whole, NXT was definitely a very good takeover. In Portland, you know, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So, we'll see what happens on Wednesday. But yeah, what a fucking mess in the end, and not really knowing why it happened. And we'll probably get answers on Wednesday, so which is tomorrow actually. But let's talk to you later. Bye.